Here, put that in your spiral. Glue it in your spiral. Hello, glue this in your spiral. Glue it in. Glue it in. Glue it in. Glue. Glue that in. Glue that in. Glue. 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 Yep, glue that into your spiral, okay? Glue that into your spiral. Okay. Yeah. No. Don't worry about getting out your AM. Oh, okay. Let's get you one. Here you go. Whoop. Heads up. Got it? Okay. Go ahead and get your binders out just like normal. Get your spirals out, and if you could get out your glue and glue that white piece of paper that I gave you just now coming in the door, if you could glue that in, that would be fabulous. There you go. So what do you notice about this piece of paper that I just gave you? Has what?
Stars.
There are stars on it. What else do you notice? It has percents of a number. Hey, that looks familiar by now, right?
Yeah.
Good thing. You should be saying yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we are going to look at, we're going to be playing a bingo game today. And in a couple minutes, you're going to be getting a strip that looks just like the stars that are on your little warm-up that we're doing right now. Okay? So I'm going to practice them with you right now. And then you're going to get your own, and I'll give you a new number. And you'll have to find those percents on your own using any of the 3 strategies that we've talked about. What are those 3 strategies? Can someone tell me what one of the strategies of how to find a percent of a number? What's one strategy that we've talked about? Riley.
So in a fraction, you can do the decimal.
Okay, so you can find the percent by dividing things. But what if I said find 37% of 800? What's one of those 3 strategies we've talked about? Go ahead.
What is it called?
Decimal?
Yeah, you could make the percent into a decimal and times it by the number.
Okay, there's one way. Hunter, what else?
Is over of.
Is over of equals?
Equals percent over 100.
Right, so that's proportions. It's using proportions. So we've got decimals, proportions, and what's the other way? I know it's not some of your favorite, but we've talked about it. Sarah? The benchmark percents, right? We've talked about those shortcuts before. Everett? Yeah, benchmark percents is the other one we've done. Okay, so today I'm going to let you use any one of those 3 that you want. Okay? You don't have to do all 3. You can use any of them that you like to use. We are going to start off by doing this white paper that you've glued in. We're going to do it for the number 200. Oh, now I just turned it off. But let's start anyways. I'm going to put it up here on the board in a second. So I would like you to write, in the first box it says A, 100% of blank is, and then there's a big star. So I'd like you to write 100% of 200. Okay, what is 100% of 200? Jordan? 200. Okay, then the next one down, it says 50% of 200 is 100. So you're writing, so you should have written 200 here, and then 200 goes in the star. Okay. We're doing the same number, 200. It's going to make more sense when this is working. Give me a sec. Okay, then the second one says 50% of, and you need to write in the same number, 200, is, and Adrian told us it is 100. Adrian, how did you know that 50%, bless you, how did you know that 50% of 200 is 100?
Because 100 plus 100 is 200.
Okay, give me more. How do you know that that's 50%? Can you ask your neighbor? You know?
Because if you divide 200 by 2, it's 100.
200 divided by 2 is 100, and 100% divided by 2 gives us the 50%, right? Okay? Yeah, Nick?
Well, no, I wanted to do the 10%.
Okay, let's look at 10%. 10% of, you need to write in the same numbers, 10% of 200. How do you, actually, tell me what 10% is first, Nick, and then tell me how you decided to find it.
20, and I decided to find it because you can find the 10% value of a number if you move the decimal one time to the left.
Okay, and what does that mean? When I move the decimal one time to the left, what am I actually doing to that number? How come I get to do that?
Because you divide by 10 on both sides.
Good. Yes, you divide by 10 on both sides. So I'm a teacher, not an artist. Okay, so 100% of 200 is 200, right? You have that in yours? 50% of 200 is, here's my star, 100, okay? 10% of 200, Nick told us, is 20. Thumbs up if you agree with Nick. Okay? How about 5% of 200? Oh, everyone already knows. Dylan.
I got 4.3.
4.3? Dylan got 4.3. Jordan, did you say you got something different?
Yeah, I said I got 10.
He got 10. Thumbs up if you got 4.3. Thumbs up if you got 10. Okay. Brianna, can you explain to Dylan what you did, how you got 10?
I moved the decimal from 200 over twice to the left, and then I times 2 by 5, and I got 10.
Okay. So Brianna found the 1% and then multiplied that by 5 to get the 5%. Did someone do it differently? Ali, what'd you do?
I got 10% first, which was 20, and then I divided it by 2.
20 divided by 2, both give you 10. Okay? Both ways work well, and it sounds like you guys are using benchmark percents. Did anybody plug in 0.05 times 200 and do the multiplication? You did it, Crystal? Okay. That works too. All right, let's keep using the number 200. So I want you to put 200 on all the lines here, all the way down column B. Okay, 1%. How can I find 1% of a number? Jade.
Move it twice to the left.
Twice to the left, and why can I do that? What am I actually doing to that number that lets me move the decimal to the left?
Because it would be over 100.
It would be what over 100?
Like 1 over 100.
1 over 100. Okay, it's 1/100th. You're close. You're really close. Can you ask Everett why you're able to move the decimal? Because why?
Because you divide by 100.
Because you divide it by 100, right? So today, in a second, I'm going to pass you out your own strips, okay? You're going to get different numbers than people next to you, but that's okay. I would like you, if you have room in your spiral underneath to do your work in your spiral if you need to do work, okay? You don't need to show your work on here, but I'm going to give you your strip first. And the number that we're going to use for your strip for the first time, you're going to do the percent of 50, okay? So I would like you to tell your neighbor, when you get your strip, what are you supposed to do? Actually, can somebody tell me that first before we talk to neighbors? When you get your strip, when I give you a strip and I say, Dylan, here's your strip, what are you supposed to do? Riley?
Supposed to put the 50, the percent.
You're supposed to put the number 50, just like we did for the number 200. You're gonna get a certain percentage of the number 50 every time, okay? And then you're gonna solve your own percentages. You only have 4. So everyone's just gonna get one strip like this, and you're just gonna solve those 4 problems, okay? So I'd like you to talk to your neighbor. In a second, we're gonna do teach okay. You're gonna tell your neighbor what you're supposed to do when you get your strip. Okay, here we go. Teach. Okay.
So when you get your strip, you take it and you put right down everybody's head. And then you have to show your work on the paper.
Class, any class?
Yes, yes.
I'm passing out strips now. You do your work in your spiral, okay? And then I'm going to give you overhead and whiteboard pens, woohoo, and you get to write your stuff on here. But right now, you're just doing your work in your spiral. Okay. Okay. Taste. 5 by 50 cents. What's that? 25. Perfect.
Left.
Keep going.
So it's 0.75 times 50.
So you can use proportions, you can use decimals, you can use benchmarks to solve. That's perfect. Let me see. Is 10. Okay. 25. 10% of 50 is 5. Nice. You're good. So what's 300% of 50? Where you been? Yeah, line them up. Yeah, you got it. Then you need one more 10%. Yep. Every single one is going to be 50. Okay. Classity? Yes, Yesity. Okay. Oh, excuse me. You know what you should be doing when you hear class yes. So I would like you to please carefully put your pens back inside the baggies. Please make sure there are 4 pens in each bag. Don't jam all your pens into one bag. 4 pens in each bag, please. You're going to leave them at your table. Okay? All right. So, can we do mirror? Mirror. Should be looking at me, Jose and Ashley. Thank you. Okay. Mirror words. Mirror words. Right now. Right now. I'm going to take my strip. I'm going to take my strip. And when Miss O'Connell says. And when Miss O'Connell says. I'm going to go find. I'm going to go find. A group. A group. To spell a word. To spell a word. When I get in my group. When I get in my group. We're going to put our letters in order. We're going to put our letters in order. To spell the word. To spell the word. And play some bingo. And play some bingo. Tell your neighbor what I just said. Go.
We're supposed to write that.
You'll see.
We spell at.
Class. Yes. Okay, everyone is going to find a group of 4. You're leaving your pens and your chip baggies at the table. There should be 4 pens in every bag. Okay? You are going to take your strip and you're going to go find a group to spell the word arts up here in green. You are going to spell the word arts. Now, hold on, time out really quick. Nick and Everett will have a group of 3 because they have 2 strips each. So they are going to find people with the other 2 words, okay? When you're moving around, please scoot in your desk when you leave and be very careful of things, hint, hint, around the room. Okay, go. Jade, you got to push in your chair. Kara. When you find your group, have a seat somewhere. What do you need? What letter do you need? Who has an A? I need an A. Go have a seat. Go have a seat. What do you guys need? Who has an S? We need an S. Pablo? S? Who has an S? Javier, you're with them. Javier, you're with them. Javier, you're with them. Go find a seat, 4 of you. A-R-S-T? What do you have? S? Come over here. Oh, you're with them. So, T, right here. Have a seat. You're with them. Have a seat. Okay, sit down with your group. Put your strips in order to spell the word arts. Okay, can you please check and make sure everyone's percentages look correct or that they are filled in? Whoever had asked, you need to finish those. So grab a pen. Are you good? Okay. Now, make sure that you have a baggie. Every group should have a baggie in front of them. You guys have a baggie? You guys have one? When I call off that number, I'll wait for you to be done with your chips. Sorry. When I call off that number, let's say I call off the number 25. You're going to put that chip on the number 25 that's in the star, not 25%. You're going to put that chip on the number 25. So go ahead and do that now. Okay? So if you see the number 25 in a star, you're putting that chip there. Class, 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 class?
Yes, 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 yes.
Can somebody raise their hand? Excuse me, Lana. Can someone raise their hand and tell me how to play bingo? Kara.
The teacher or grown-upper, someone says a number, and if you have it, you put a chip on the number.
Right. And then, what's the goal of bingo? Yeah, you put chips on there, but then what happens? Aubrey.
If you get them like in a line or diagonal or whatever, then it's like bingo, and you get in like 4 or something.
Okay. So then what happens when you get a bingo?
Then you just yell bingo.
You yell bingo and
Bingo.
you win. You get a prize. Sure. I've got candy. We can do candy. Okay? So the first one, you should have a chip on the number 25. The second one, the number is 12.6. The next one is 23. The next one is 45. You fix yours?
No need to choose.
So move the decimal. Okay, you're gonna do that real quick? So far I have said 25, 45, 23, and 12.6. Those are the 4 numbers I've called off so far. Okay, the next one is 40. Do we have any bingos yet? Okay, the next number is 150. The next number is 37.5. Bingo, you guys got it? Okay, awesome. Write down the names. So we've got Jose, Ali, Kevin, and Josh. Is that the group? Okay. Okay, so here's what I need you to do. Hands and eyes.
Hands and eyes.
Chips need to go back in the baggies. You need to take your strip, and I have little wipes. Okay, we're gonna go old school. And you're gonna lick a little bit, wipe off your strip. Okay? And to fill out your next strip. Yeah. Cameron, should we clean that off? Whose is this? Jordan, that's yours. Clean it off.
Miss O'Connor, are we taking a test?
We're doing an exit card. That's okay. I'm gonna make it work here. Please clear off your desk, except for a pencil. Kara is passing out truth booths. Strips go in the baggie. Grab it. Put it in the baggie with Fabian's. Okay. Class, 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 class.
Yes, 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 yes.
Hands and eyes.
Hands and eyes.
I like to hear pencils dropping. That means your hands are clasped right here, even though I can't maybe see them because of your tooth booths. That's okay. I'm handing you out. Your hand should be like this, looking straight at me. I'm handing you out the last exit card. Everybody say yes.
Yes.
The very last one, your hands should still be like this. The very last one, I'm going to pass them out. You're going to write your name on them, your secret code name, the first 3 letters of your name. And you are going to wait for me for just 2 seconds to give you the number. Yes? I know. Ali and Ben, I'm sorry. It's not so secretive. That's okay.
Wait,
And Josh, can you write J-O-S-A? Just because you and Jose have the same secret code names. Please write your secret code name on the top. No, you don't need to. Excuse me. Focus. Who does not have an exit card? Does everyone have one? Okay. Ready? Your number is... Right on the line where it says today's number is, you need to write the number 85. If you need to show work, you can do it on the back. If you need extra paper, extra scratch paper, I will gladly give it to you. Just make sure you raise your hand so I can come around and give it to you. Do you like to use the benchmarks? Do you like to use the decimal? Or do you like to use the proportions? Proportions? Okay.
Bless you.
So let's set it up here. Let's use some scratch paper. I'll be right there. Hold on. Those of you with exit cards, you got about 1 more minute. Show me what you know. All right. Everybody relax. Okay. Kara's going to come around and collect the truth boosts. Mrs. Saling's coming back in. I hope you liked your bingo game. And you are going to continue working on your global wins drawing due tomorrow. Okay?